Preacher Boy Inc.
A whole town police force quits due to a hostile work environment. So they say.
Gutta And Saved, they can't stand me.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Reese Johnson. This is the Gutta And Saved podcast. You already know they can't stand me. I stay dropping gems on y'all, man. I'm gonna need y'all to click that like button, click that subscribe button, and that bell for notification to stay plugged in with your boy. The town of Kenly, North Carolina police force resigns after allegations of a hostile work environment. Recently, a new town manager was hired to bring order into the town and, the police station and, the city, all that stuff that they got going on. Miss Justine Jones, who happens to be a black woman, came in and shook the town up a little bit, starting with the police force. Now, when I first heard that the whole police station quit, my initial thoughts was like, yo, that's a lot of cops. What's going to happen with the community? But when I did a little investigation, man, it was only 5 cops, including the chief. They all resigned, citing that the work environment was a little bit hostile. Now, if you're a lot like me, I'm curious to know what they meant by a hostile work environment. Well, we didn't have to wait too long because the officers took to Fox News and them, and he went with his lawyer, and he went to the Laura Ingraham show to explain what the hostile work environment was.
Black Lives Matter has to be really happy because an entire police force gone. It almost sounds like a movie. Every single full-time officer, including the police chief of Kenly, North Carolina, has resigned in protest of a new town manager. Chief Josh Gibson said Justine Jones is creating a hostile work environment and the department can no longer perform its duties and its services to the community. Chief Gibson joins me now exclusively along with his attorney, Haidt Philbeck. Chief, how has the town manager created a hostile work environment for law enforcement?
Well, she came in, first of all, to start giving us tasks and all these projects all the time. And unfortunately, we're a very low-man department. We only have 5 officers. And I was working double shifts at the time to try to keep up officer safety and be there with the other officers in case something happened. We're a town of about 2,000 people. And so she kept on doing things like that. Then at one point, she wrote me up. And she wrote me up for being late for work. And I was like, no, ma'am, I haven't been late to work at any time. She said, yes, you have. You've either been in the hallway, in the foyer. You have not been sitting at your desk at 8 o'clock in the morning. I was like, yes.
Bruh, first, you're ratting on yourself. You pretty much just sat up there and said that you was chilling in the hallways, conversating with your coworkers, and you wasn't doing nothing. But let me get back into it.
Yes, ma'am. Then she wrote me up for going to businesses and talking with businesses. She wrote me up for talking with council members that I've known for 20 years.
So she was targeting you, Josh. So you think
Yes,
I'm actually looking at the, her reprimands of you, her written warnings, and I'm thinking to myself, she didn't like you. She was targeting you. These are pretextual, and Phil, you could chime in, but this all seems like, sorry, but total BS. I mean, this just is ridiculous.
Yes,
Haidt, sorry. Yeah, Haidt. I mean, this is just classic targeting.
It's classic example of a municipal head that seeks to, and likely has no experience at all in law enforcement or training, seeks to micromanage a.
First of all, where do I start on this? First of all, Laura Ingraham. How you first start blaming BLM for this? Black Lives Matter. But you know what? Here's the thing. when they use when Fox News and them use Black Lives Matter, let's clear this up. When they use Black Lives Matter, that's a code word to their base for black people. Let's just put that out on the table. But yo, the cop, when they asked him what was the work environment like, right? His answer was, she gave us tasks to do. In other words, he's saying this black woman was making me work and we ain't taking orders from no black woman. That's pretty much what he's saying. Is that what y'all heard too? Because that's what I heard loud and clear. Then he goes in to say she wrote him up for being late for work, right? But you know what? Before I get into that, listen to what he said. I ain't gonna skip past this part. He said he came in to do extra work to help out other officers for safety reasons. He pretty much was still in overtime.
We only had 5 officers, and I was working double shifts at the time to try to keep up officer safety and be there with the other officers in case something happened. We're a town of about 2,000 people.
That's what he was doing. He was coming to work, doing nothing, kicking his feet up, and stealing overtime of a town of 2,000 people. You don't need to go in and help your fellow workers. If something happened, I'm sure to come through the radio, you can come on from the house. But what you was doing was you was kicking your feet up and you was stealing overtime from the American people, from the American dollar, because we do pay your salary. But I digress. Y'all see how Laura Ingraham was trying to fuel some type of fire by saying she was targeting him? No, Laura. She was bringing about order. See, y'all are so used to doing what y'all want to do. Then when somebody come and bring order, y'all get mad and start falsely accusing people of a hostile work environment because of, If the power was on the other hand, like it usually is, if that was black officers, y'all would have called them every word in the book: lazy, angry, out of order, disobedient, all that stuff. Y'all would have called them. Yeah, you know that. I'm not going to play the whole video, the whole news clip. Y'all can get down. I'll put the link in the bio and y'all can go look at the rest of the video because it was kind of long, man. And they were just rambling for nothing, catering to Fox News base. But if you're a rational person like me, if y'all could point out one thing Justine Jones, who's the new town manager, did wrong, I would publicly apologize to those officers in Fox News. I really would. Y'all want to talk about victim mentality? Real rap. This is victim mentality in HD, like real rap. These people quit their jobs because they couldn't get over on the system, on the town anymore. The new manager, Justine Jones, she came in and wasn't having it at all. She saw how lazy they was, all the overtime stealing they was doing and the kicking their feet up they was doing. And sis was like, nah, this stops today. And she started to bring order to the office. So yeah, like any manager would do, if you just sitting around kicking your feet up, I'm gonna give you a job. I'm gonna give you a task to do so you can earn your wage. But yeah, like people who's at a job that don't want to make no money, they start complaining, they start going to upper management and all that stuff. Pretty much what they doing. They went to Fox News, they trying to take it to city council because they don't want to do their job. They just want to kick up and get paid for nothing. You can't make it up, man. He never said she made them do anything that wasn't in their job description. She never put them on a task that took them out of their job description. She just made them do their job. She put the fire up under them, and so they quit. And now they pushing this narrative of it was a hostile work environment. This goes to show how undisciplined and entitled brats that a lot of these cops and a lot of these folk are. They are so entitled to their nonsense that when order comes, they feel like they being attacked. They feel like their power is being stripped because they have to get up and do work. Like they are really complaining and playing a victim because they was told to do their job, to do other tasks when their job isn't requiring them to be out in the streets. The department resigned, all 5 of them resigned under the same pretense. So it's clear, Laura, you're pandering to your base. This is a clear case of I ain't gonna listen to no black woman tell me what to do. Period. Y'all say being a cop is the toughest job out there, right? Cops work hard, right? That's what y'all say, right? Miss Justine just proved that those cops don't like to work at all. This episode of Gutta and Saved was brought to you by Pharaoh Hair Experience, located in Philadelphia, PA. If you want to experience the royal hair treatment and you're in the Philadelphia and surrounding areas, be sure to go to hairpharaoh.as.me/schedule, or you could just call for your appointment, 267-262-4655. Also, you can check out Pharaoh Hair _experience on Instagram for all info, for all styles, for the Pharaoh Hair Experience. If you're a gutter and you're definitely a saint, don't be afraid to let the world know. Go to gasmerch.com. gasmerch.com and check out all our exclusive sweatshirts, t-shirts for men and women of all sizes. gasmerch.com. Exclusive, innovative, and the hottest merch thus far. gasmerch.com. It's your boy Reese Johnson. This is the Gutta and Saved podcast. You already know they can't stand me. I stay dropping the facts. I stay bringing the truth. And if it's in the headlines, I'm bringing it to you, man. I really appreciate y'all for rocking out with me, and I holla at y'all on the flip. Peace.
I'd say that was a pretty successful broadcast.